men will be men and women will be women. But Dylan Mulvaney, who's a man, won Woman of the Year
Mm.
in the UK. Dylan Mulvaney is a transgender woman. Lily Renee, what is your viewpoint on this?
So here's the thing, right? The fact of the matter is, obviously, that is not a woman, but we live in a today's like society in today's world where it's okay to be whoever you want to be. Like if that's what you identify yourself as, then we have to, out of respect, like I like he said that he's a she. We gotta respect that. But then we're also in this day and age where like is you know what I mean? Like you can't even argue about it no more. It's like it is what it
Okay.
is. Like they're trying to like open more doors for the LGBTQ community. I'm sorry.
Girl, don't even
LGBT,
try, girl. Don't even try. For they flame.
you
Don't try,
know,
girl.
but it is like
It's LJ,
I
LMNOP.
honestly like it is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta let people do what they want to do, and if they're happy, they're happy. If it ain't hurting you or hurting anybody else, like But yeah, you already know the facts. It's
Right.
just
Does she have a penis?
That's
That's what I want to know.
I'm pretty
Does she
sure.
have a penis? Does she have
Yes,
a penis?
I'm pretty sure. So listen, this is what I would love to say about this. So me personally, like I said, I do hair, makeup, and modeling. My industry, this industry in general, I am around trans people all the time, work with them all the time. I have no issue with them. They're people, love them.
Right, right.
Absolutely.
they're cool.
So my thing is with this situation when they're saying Woman of the Year, you are a trans woman. Why not have something called Trans Woman of the
Of the
Year?
year. This is
You
what I'm
are
saying.
Now
Make
that's
your own lane.
great.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's the whole thing. It's like y'all being real with yourselves. That's how I feel. Because then it wouldn't be all this uproar. Like, no, we respect you, but I don't have to call you something you biologically or not. You could go through whatever surgery you want. It's not going to
Right.
change anything internally.
I agree
So
with
yes,
that.
you are a trans woman. Okay. If you want people to accept that, then you need to say
Right.
it.
This
Let
You
me-
shit
need to
is
put it out there.
generally at the end of the day, it's different. Okay. First of all,
Yeah.
it's just different. You're
do
not
do you
it's
ladies
different.
do you ladies think that the offense by them is the word trans? Like, do you think they want to X that word out and just be called woman?
Of
I
course they all
do.
do.
Maybe
They
Of
do.
course
so,
they all
but
do.
you can't be something
Most of
that you're
them.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be real. Like you want people, you want the community, the human race to accept you. You need to be real with yourself. You
That's
were
what I'm
not born a
saying.
woman.
It's not the
You
same thing.
transitioned. It's not. You transitioned by now. I don't know biologically. I don't know about all that. You transitioned physically to become a woman. Whatever other stuff goes into that biologically, you're not a woman.
Come
So
on.
you want us to accept it? Be real with you. How about that?
Yeah, but I
They're
got nothing
not.
for
They're
love for the
not.
That's
community
it.
though.
So,
Like
so
nothing
hold on.
bad.
Girl, let me tell you
You
something.
know.
That's it.
Forget about how we feel. What our thoughts are do not matter to them. The way we feel or think do not matter to them.
It's
It's
true.
what they say goes because straight people don't have an opinion. And when we do, we get
Mhm.
shunned for it. We get
Yep.
slandered. We get daggered. We get everything for it because we're not allowed to talk. Y'all just talk.
Right.
Just go ahead and talk.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I
that's
love
true.
gay people. Like, I don't have
No.
with them. If
Right.
you're gay, you're gay. If you're not, you're not. Stop trying
Yeah.
to take our title, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like this is
No
it's
beef,
just
but right.
it's no beef. And I'm like, I'm glad that we can speak about this here. You know, I love all of the trans people I know and I'm connected to, but let's be real here. Okay?
Mhm.
Yes, but we gotta be honest.
Can we just make it a different category? Like
That's
you're
what I'm saying. You
it's
guys have your own lane already.
completely different category. Let's like not put the same nominees into the situation. Like you can't be nominated for the same
Yeah, we're
situation.
running. You want them to compete with us in sports. How you want them to compete with us in sports? That's not fair.
Real women probably felt disrespected by that award. Like, damn, I've been working so hard, and like a man
Exactly.
took it from
Exactly.
me.
Exactly. That's right.
You're not about to be
Listen.
out here like running a race with me. Okay.
Mhm.
And lifting weights with me. And you was born a whole man and you will
Testosterone don't go away.
you it's not the same. It's just
Girl.
not the same. Okay? It's not. Like that's just facts of life. The facts of life, take the good to take the bad. No.
Yeah, I think the problem comes in that is
Take
I believe trans people have a problem with the word trans. I
yes.
could be wrong,
Yep.
but I
I
think
could agree on that.
that's the might be
They
the
just want to be
I
called
could,
women. You're not.
yeah. So you have to be real. You did stuff to transition yourself.
Some of them
You had
are
to.
real about it. Like you have
Yeah.
what's her name? What's her name? They got the radio show, not the radio, the podcast with Kaya. She used to do it with Kaya. Um, oh, you guys know her. She's like a big name, trans lady. She was on these podcasts the other day. Oh my God, I cannot think of her
Is
name
she
right now off
black?
the top of
Me
my tongue.
neither.
Yeah, she's a black lady, and she's always
See?
talking about topics like this.
Mm.
She do Queen's Court. She was doing Queen's Court.
But what is her stance though? What's her stance?
She's a trans lady. She is a man with a
Uh-huh.
penis, and she says
Uh-huh.
she has a penis, but she's real about herself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I love her.
Meaning like I'm a like I feel like a woman, but I have
Yeah, but I'm a man.
I'm really not a woman. I'm really not I was not born an actual woman. So but I feel like a woman. That's fine. If you feel
That is so different.
you're granted to feel how you feel. Like everybody is granted to feel however they feel, right? And there should be no judgment placed upon your feelings are valid no matter what anybody else says. But at the end of the day, like the facts are the facts.
Right. That's what I was trying to get at.
Her name is T.S. Madison.
What's the name?
Madison. T.S. Madison.
Oh, okay. I know the name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love her.
So just acknowledge the fact that you're born. You were
Right.
born how you were
Exactly.
born.
You're not trying to take no spot. You just want to be.
Biologically, physically, that is what it is.
I think that may be the problem. I think there might be people that think that these trans women are trying to take the spots of women, and then trans people have to examine the fact whether or not is that their intentions, because they can't get rid of the trans like that. The trans happen.
Oh, exactly. Y'all trans.
That's because some trans people are out here saying like, they have a problem with that. That's not all trans people that are saying that. And I hate that.
It's not
that
all trans.
because
No.
I hate it
We
because
don't even know if they're saying that.
no. We're placing judgment on the general transgender folk because based off of what some transgender folk are out there and making such a big deal. And then there's some transgender folk that don't even feel like that. They know like
they don't even care.
and I'm not.
But
I
it is
know
what
I'm
it
not
is.
a
Exactly.
I know how I was born, but this
Right. I want to
Exactly.
be a woman. This is the life I want to live. Mind your business. And that's fine.
That's
Sure,
real.
you know, mind my
Exactly.
business.
I respect that more than
Right.
no,
Be
you will not call
yourself.
me what I am not. I'm trying to be.
Exactly. I don't understand that. I'm just
Don't
like,
to get
how
offensive.
are
Just
we doing
Hilarious
this?
came on here, I think it was a couple of months ago, saying how it was some lady on the internet talking about you guys want to be it was a trans lady saying how she want to be a woman, she want to be this and that and that and that. And it's like Just Hilarious came on now and said, bro, like what about us? Y'all always taking things away from us, like all the time. When are we gonna have something for us? You guys take away everything already. She got dragged to hell, honey.
Yeah.
She got dragged to hell.
I remember that. But like
dragged to hell.
even so, at the end of the day, like what can really be taken away from what it actually is? Like if we're all being real here, if we're all being like sane, right? Because we're living in a very strange and weird time right now. So everything goes. But when it comes down to the facts of the situation, when it comes down to the actual facts of the situation, and we really like think about it, we really, really, really get into it. I mean, there's no denying like it is what it is. So you may feel how you feel, and your feelings are valid, and that's okay.
Right,
But
right. Well,
how,
look, at the end of the day, the fact is that there's only 1.6 million people ages 13 plus that identify as transgender in the United States. That's not even a state.
Mm.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying,
It's just a small portion.
yeah. I think there's people out there that is trying to create such a fuss over
Yeah.
these trans
Yep.
people that they trying to scare the rest of the country um about trans. Now, I'm not saying that it's not an issue to be concerned about or to talk about, but I am saying that I think there are forces out there that is trying to push this to try to frighten some people.
I would love to get into that on another day and time, but
Mm.
All right, let's get to the next topic, yo. Jenny Mai. Jenny Mai is making media rounds to promote her new game show. But the first question that came up was about her divorce. Mai says she's taking things day by day. Gurus, what is the advice to give to women when they are going through divorce or relationship breakups?
first of all, is anybody here divorced or married? That's the first question, because you can't just
No,
Nope.
but going through a breakup, well, wasn't really it was a situationship that ended.
right. But divorced or married, that's different.
Yeah, that's a whole
When
different
you're in a
ballgame.
marriage and when you're going through a divorce, that's different, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, I think it's almost like to wherein, people can hurt just as bad. Like, for example, like some people that are, very attached in a relationship can possibly hurt more, depending on how they built, can hurt more than maybe somebody going through a divorce.
No, I know too many people that are actually going through divorce to say that. I know too many people that actually have gone through or are currently going through that stage as a divorce. It is different. You can't just pick up and go. You can't just you
Hell
can't just
yeah,
make a
word.
decision and say,
Got
I'm
signed
done.
paperwork. You gotta wait years. You
It's a
gotta do
lot
this. You
to
gotta do
it.
that.
You
The
said death
kids.
to us part, forever is forever, and then one day it's not forever anymore, and that's tough. It's
Child.
hard. But one thing I would say is, take it day by day, like to do anything in your power to just really focus on yourself and learning, like, to heal and just try to don't look at it as a like because some people really beat themselves up for this, like, or they'll blame themselves, or and I don't think these women should look at it like that. Just because you got divorced doesn't mean you're not worth finding another love in life, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Real. I mean, I like what she said. She's focused on things that make her happy. That's the best advice.
Yeah,
Well,
her
I can
child,
talk
right?
to you guys from a personal standpoint. I just left a relationship again. So sometimes you beat yourself up and you try to figure out if you were at fault. You try to figure out what went wrong. And then you fall into a state of depression, like I did. And then you finally, like you said, you have to figure out what will get you out of that state. So I had to go through a lot of spiritual searching, trying to look at, life is not done, it's not over. It's going to take some time and learning yourself, because I don't think I've ever got to really learn who I was. I was always in a relationship back to back to back. When I left one, there was always someone that went in another relationship. So I really never got time to heal. And I feel like a lot of times we run into a relationship because we are hurt and we need healing. But everyone's broken. And if you are not taking that time to heal yourself, you're just going to end up in another broken relationship.
Hurt
I could
people.
relate to you on that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the question then becomes to everybody in the world, well, not in the world, but everybody, how can you heal with a broken individual. So
You
so
can't.
so yeah, if you're trying to heal, maybe you're hurt, um, and then you, because people handle their feelings a lot different. When some people are hurt, some people lash out very harshly,
Mm.
and some people don't. Some people handle it differently. So if you're with a person who is broken and they start lashing out at you, that's just more intake on top of the intake you already had, right? What do you
Mm.
guys think about that?
Couldn't
I mean,
agree more.
we have to like really look at it from the beginning stage and where we entered the relationship, and because that sounds like both people are broken, entering that relationship.
Their
And
past traumas, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I've always been a big advocate on working on yourself and individual people working on themselves and being whole when you enter in a relationship, and it not being that you're relying on that other person for that completion, because
Mm.
you
You
have
must be whole within yourself first,
yeah,
right?
I mean, like,
Or
I from my experience, I feel like it's a fact of life that that's just not how it's supposed to be, and that's not how it works. Like,
mm.
if you want that full-blown successful relationship, it's not you entering a relationship half or broken or
Mm.
all of or looking for somebody else to fulfill you or complete
Yeah.
you or to fix you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do full I am very passionate about the fact that you need to like really know yourself, work on yourself,
Absolutely.
and put all of those things into play, and the other person as well. So when you enter a relationship, it's not on the other person. You're already coming with what everything that you need, and you guys come together, right? You
Mm.
support each other, right? Nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. But if you have worked on yourself, you have a little more leverage in your relationship, and you guys can kind of you have a little bit more of an advantage.
Absolutely. And you know what? Also, too, and I know I had spoke to some about the Will Smith issue, and I was saying something about embarrassment. But at the end of the day, everybody has a point where they're embarrassed about something. Everybody gets into relationships to wherein it fails. Everybody gets just about cheated on. Everybody goes through a whole bunch of stuff that they like, damn, this is what happened. But at the end of the day, if you can rise up and keep moving, that's where the victory is right there. That's where you cross that line and say, you know what, that's where I'm a champion because I got through this.
Well, and hopefully, it has to be two people that are willing to do that, though. Because
Exactly.
let's keep it funky. You may be in a situation where, like, you know, all of that is well and good, and you may have that concept and understand that concept, but it's just like I just don't. I ain't really. We ain't really
Listen, yeah, I definitely
thinking
learned
like
my lesson.
us. Maybe
Yeah,
you know
rushing
what I'm
into a
saying. We
relationship.
just.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
Yeah,
not
When
become
you're
two
rushing into
people.
one
Maybe
and you're
you're
not
with
even fully
somebody else, and
healed.
sometimes you have to let it go.
right.
Mm.
I'm pretty much saying though, when you break up with that person, and then you have to go back and explain to your family how it didn't work, or you got to go explain to your parents this didn't work, and financially the thing may have broken down or some kind of way. Everybody has things, unfortunately, that happens, but you have to get up and keep going as an individual.
Yeah.
Mm.
The thing is that what I realize is that just in life general, when you focus on the problem, you get more problems.
Yeah, man.
When you focus on positivity, nothing got to come but positivity.
There you go.
So
Yeah.